This training video is on exporting. That is the functionality found from the export button here at the top left-hand side of the main user interface. The export button allows you to create entirely new audio files and saves into these new audio files whatever changes you have made to the song that is open on the screen. So for example, if you have set up 3 loops and changed the tempo in each loop as I have here, or if you have used some of the other editing features found here, when you export the file, all of these changes that you've made on the screen will become permanent and part of the newly created file. Export is a very valuable function because it allows you to make changes permanent and portable. That is, that the new file created from exporting is like any other audio file. It can be played anywhere any other audio file is played. So let's take a look. From the export button we have the following 3 options. We have export the current loop, all loops, or the entire song. And let me briefly speak about each of these. For current loop it says L4 because if you look closely here the white progress indicator is within that loop, so it identifies it as the current loop. And if you export the current loop, it would export only the data within this loop area here. If you export all loops, it will export all 3 of these loops and it will place them back to back. So what I mean by that is that all the data here will be deleted or removed, all the data between loop 4 and 5 will be removed, and all the data between loops 5 and 6 will be removed, and all the data after loop 6 will be removed. So essentially it will take these 3 loops and it will place them back to back, and whatever changes we've made to this, whether this is 50 and this is 75 and this is 25, doesn't matter. Those changes will be applied to each of these loop areas, and on export they will be embedded in the new audio file. So that is what we mean by exporting all loops. The entire song is probably self-explanatory. That simply means that it will export the entire song, all of the data, and when it approaches a loop area, it will process the loop area data individually. So if this loop is saved to 50% and the entire song is saved at 100, what you'll have is a file where this area here will be played at 100, and then this area here will be played at 50%, and then this area here will be played back at 100, etc., etc. So these are your 3 export options, either the current loop, all loops, or the entire song. One other thing here, once you select an export option, you're given the opportunity to assign a file name. So let's do this so I can show you how it works. So we're given the opportunity to assign a file name. Here we can just call this test. And you can also assign the location. So in this case it's going into a SongSurgeon 3 folder. And you can also pick the audio file type. And as you can see from the drop-down list, all of the most popular and major audio file types are supported here. So you can choose whatever one you'd like, and when you export it, it will create it in that audio file format. So that's going to conclude this video tutorial on the export function found in SongSurgeon 3 for Mac. Thanks for watching.